I guess I sent everybody an invite, so we're live right now.
All right, I'm gonna get off. I'll get on the phone.
Okay, let me make sure I send Big Money another. You got it? Okay. I was gonna send you 9 invites like I sent Adam one. Okay. Okay. I think we got everything we're supposed to talk about, right? We might add Spider-Man 2 stuff there. Okay. Say what, man?
I'm fucking with you.
I'm about to change my headset to the laptop because I was about to say, nah, I need an apology before you come anywhere in my podcast or my channel. Fuck out of here with that. Okay, guys. It's 3 of us right now. I sent out some invites. If you're watching and you want to be a part of it, get at me on Twitter real quick, and I will send you an invite. 20 minutes is the latest I'm letting anybody join. So, let me go meet. What you say?
I'm trying to see if Thrash was online. I don't think he's online.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I'm gonna start the intros up. This is JayTechTV. You already know. Flaming PlayStation. Flaming shit up. Okay.
What's up? This Big Money. Want to thank PlayStation Legion for letting me come on and be a member of this great podcast again. Let's get this shit popping.
More Workout 320. Always a pleasure having you on board, Big Money. Get started, guys.
Okay, again, 4 topics went kind of crazy. We're gonna start out with the Dreams PS4 NDA being broken. So there were 2 accounts on Twitter that were breaking the NDA, and one of them has been suspended already. The original account is still up, the one that showed off PT being recreated in Dreams. Now, as you already know, I'm a part of the beta. I can confirm that they have things in this beta so far that will make you question what is even possible, because it's so deep. This is going to be a game that's going to get a high Metacritic score. A lot of people are going to be playing a lot of shit on Twitch. It's going to be crazy. Sam, you got any things to talk about? I'm going to swatch my headset off.
Yeah, it keeps cutting in and out for me. Do I sound okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right, this must be on my end. Hey man, whenever the game gets released, it's day one for me. I was sold before the beta. I'm extremely sold after the beta. They just got to release that at a good time.
Yeah. A lot of shit that I saw in there. 3-dimensional shit. All I can really say about Dreams right now is that it is definitely it's very similar to what they wanted to probably even imagine to try to do in Little Big Planet, but they did it. This is just the engine, basically. Just being 100% blunt, this is a game engine. But they've made a game in it. Media Molecule. They've made a story with this game, and yeah, it's gonna have a single player where you can go through the story that they've created. However, you have the skills and the tools to do so. That makes the game much better. if you have amazing game development skills and you know how to use these tools, you can make something much better than even the developer. And that is crazy. I think this is going to be a huge opportunity for indie developers that continuously put out pixelated Super NES and Sega Genesis looking games, for them to not be restrained to that restricted technology or engine, whatever they're using. But now they're going to have a $60 game that will be able to help them make what they really want to make and make it look the way they really want it to look. It's amazing. I really truly wish I could show you guys, because I know a lot of people are confused. I know a lot of people are on the fence about it. But with this NDA in place, I'm prevented from doing so. But if you need help learning more about Dreams, get in contact with me on Twitter or on PSN. I will be happy to help you understand what Dreams is all about.
Do you think it could be I didn't mean to interrupt you. You think this is going to be a $60 game?
I think it deserves to be a $60 game. After what I saw, you're talking about an engine. Most game engines are way, way more than $60. You know, we're talking about a game that, because everybody else is gonna have that game, and we don't know what their skill set is, they might be able to make content. Just that one person. You're talking about thousands, maybe 1 million people own Dreams. You're talking about endless amount of content. All types of content, first-person shooters, platformers, 2D games, 3D games, story-driven games. It's endless. The more people, the better. And that right there makes it a $60 game. So yeah, I think it should be a $60 game. They might put it at $40 and then it sells fucking through the roof. But yeah, I stand by it being $60 with the potential that it has, and all the content it's gonna keep.
I think I'm gonna piggyback off what Sam said. I think that the only thing that's gonna be right is when they release this game.
Yeah,
I can see this being middle of the summer game, because right now Sony don't have that. You know what? That's one of the things I was kind of well, I'm not worried about, because they had plenty enough time. Because I know, like, you know, the whole thing going on with E3, and they not being at E3, they have to, in these next 3 or 4 months, have to have some type of show where they gonna mention some release dates or something, because we only have one firm release date for one of their exclusives, and I think their next release date for a game is going to be Dreams. So I'm thinking,
yeah,
the summertime.
I mean, normally when you have a beta, you're ready to bring the game out. This is kind of like a closed beta, but they said it was a public beta. The first one in December was a closed beta. Now this one in January, where they had all these people that they were supposed to give invites to, that was supposed to be a public beta, but they have an NDA. Now, when they release a public beta, one that won't have an NDA, where people can share beta creations and demo creations, whatever format they want to bring it out, and that would be awesome too. But normally, when you see a beta, you know the game release is not far behind. Look at Monster Hunter. They started putting out the beta for Monster Hunter in December of that year, and the following year in January, the game came out. Same thing with Anthem. We got Anthem's beta just started, right? Well, isn't the game coming out February 22nd? February 20 something, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So once again, when you see a beta, you know the release date is not far behind. Sam said this last weekend. I definitely believe that. Where the fuck is Sam at?
My bad. No, I was looking for something. I lost. All right, I'm good. I'm good, guys. It's the 22nd. You're right, by the way.
Okay. So Sam was saying it last weekend that Dreams could just launch digitally and launch at $40, and then have the physical whenever they feel that they want to release the physical. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you definitely have to have good servers for something as big as this. Because you remember, let's say 50% of the 1 million guaranteed buyers of this game is going to make a level. That's a lot of fucking levels. That's a lot of content. Half of a million. 50% of a million people that buy Dreams probably going to make some sort of fucking level, a character model, anything, and that's crazy right there.
Yeah.
You know, I remember I was on Dreams all week. I didn't even play any games. I was just on Dreams all week, just playing levels. You know. Let's move on to the next topic because I get worked up about Dreams. I know a lot of people sleeping on it, a lot of people calling it kitty and trash. Keep doing that shit. When the game comes out, just don't buy it. Don't talk about it. Just skip it. If that's how you feel about it. Next topic. Anthem public demo. Big Money, you play it yet?
Yes. That played well, I know the public one is what, Friday? This Friday coming up.
Yeah.
But I started on Friday. That fucking game is off the fucking chain.
Yeah.
They just need to get the servers fixed. God, they need to get those fucking servers fixed.
We gotta crash the servers. The PlayStation community, we're gonna crash the servers when a game comes out because it's too many of us. It's not a bad thing. That's their fault. They should have been ready for the load. But we're also talking about the PS4 gamers that I just said. We probably already pre-ordered the game, so of course there's more of us on the beta than Xbox gamers. The problem is, can they handle a launch of amount of PlayStation gamers that are interested in this game? Can they do it? Can they handle a launch from us? You know, the first weekend that the game comes out, are they gonna be able to handle that load?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Day one release is going to be the same thing, if not worse.
Yeah, because I didn't play. Listen, Friday when it started at 12 o'clock Eastern. I'm in Cincinnati. I didn't get to play my first game. I only played 3 games that whole day. I didn't get to play my first fucking game until like 5 or 6 o'clock, and then after that, I didn't get to play again until 12 o'clock that night. So, man, that shit is scary, man. And it was making me so fucking mad. I wanted to take my pre-order back. But the game is fucking amazing.
It is amazing, bro.
That's why it's making you mad, yeah.
Yeah, it's similar to Destiny a little bit. It feels a lot like Destiny, but the good things. And I really like it. I'm pissed off about me getting stuck at the loading screen and had to restart my podcast. I wish that they would have had the invites sorted out because I couldn't give certain PlayStation Legion members invite code. But everybody's gonna be on it's called the Destiny. Everybody's gonna be on Anthem next weekend. So if you guys want to join me on some missions while we're doing our live stream next weekend, because we're gonna feature Anthem again. The Legion is gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. So if we have some spots open, you can join. Also, I've been playing Realm Royale a lot. It's basically a better version of Fortnite.
Hey man, I'm sorry.
Check it
I
out.
ain't played that game yet, but that name, man, I'm just so scared of that name, Realm Royale.
Oh, everything's Royale, yeah.
It's just a realm. It's just a fantasy version of Fortnite, basically. You got swords, battle axes.
So it's a Renaissance version.
Yeah, it's like a Renaissance version.
Realm Royale. I hate to be around joking people. Mention that name, Realm Royale. Oh shit. I ain't hating on the game. That name, it just scares me sometimes. That's all.
I understand, Arcane, bro. I understand. A lot of people have been talking to me about skipping Anthem because EA's not trustworthy. It's not the fact that people weren't excited about Anthem. I think everybody saw the Anthem trailer when it was shown off, and they were excited. But between then and now, EA has not given us much reason to trust them anymore. You know, and it's something it's gonna take a long time to repair. So hopefully they can get on that. We're gonna start the screen sharing segment. We're gonna start out with Days Gone hype. And we're gonna talk about some stuff with Days Gone. It's very important. Sam, gonna probably need your help. Because this is where it gets real serious. So here we go. So hide this real quick. So this is my Twitter account.
There's still no news on Crackdown, right? Nothing.
Nothing on Crackdown. And is it Crackdown launching on the 15th?
Is it?
I'm saying they gotta show something at some point.
Yeah, that shit. That man, I feel so sorry for that fucking game, bro. Because I feel that I don't know what the fuck Microsoft is doing. They is just fucked up, man. They fucked up.
Shit, they did all that with no demo. I mean, they're supposed to have came out with a demo years ago. They didn't even give you that, so you know it's a problem if they ain't giving no demo.
Hey, thanks, King.
You think they should give them a demo, something?
They should definitely get. You know what? Let's go past the demo. I know we old school, so we love demos, right? They need a beta. Yes, I know it's 5-on-5, but you are talking about destruction, and they were still bragging about the cloud in 2019. So they still talking about the cloud, and it's online. They need a beta to test it.
Yeah, for sure.
The game coming out the 15th, right?
I believe so. I haven't even been keeping track of that shit, to be honest.
I don't even
care about it. I know it's gonna be bad.
That's disrespectful, man. Because that's my game of the year. So that's pretty disrespectful.
Man, that's crazy, man. That's bad. Don't nobody know when that game coming out, man. That's bad, bro.
Release date is February 20th, 2000.
Crackdown 3 release date.
Crackdown 3's official release date is February 2019.
You remember they had it on their best lineup banner too.
Yeah, it says February 2019 on Google. It doesn't say a specific date. I'm worried about that because Google will give you the release date that's been. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Yeah, it's no longer saying a day. Okay, I think y'all should be scared. It's no longer saying a day. It's just saying February 2019, which is next month. Which is what? A couple days away? Nah, I don't like that, man. I don't like that.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, crazy. I'm scrolling down. It's just saying February 2019. It's not saying a specific day anymore. Crackdown 3 Microsoft Windows game page. Let me see. Hold on.
When is the Ori game coming out?
I don't know.
Ori probably right before E3, more than likely.
So all right, that looks pretty solid.
What we were talking about was Days Gone. We're gonna do some more research on some other stuff, but I wanted to show you that, and Sam could take it away. They were at this this is the Japanese event. This was in Japan, right? The Taipei game show, and the crowd that they drew in for Days Gone. Sam taught me just not too long ago that the Asian territories, Japanese territories, they're big fan of zombie games. And that crowd was crazy right there. They were very interested in what he was saying. Their heads are pointing towards his area. It's not just because it's a packed event. It's because they really cared about the game, bro. So I'm even more hyped than I ever was. I'm on the game page, guys, for Crackdown 3. It does not give me a release date at all. That is not good because they said they weren't going to delay it anymore. And like I said, we're getting more coverage from Days Gone that comes out in April than we are getting from Crackdown that comes out next month. Something weird about that.
That shows you Microsoft how they
So Microsoft been hyping up Anthem all weekend, but they haven't been hyping up Crackdown.
Because they got marketing rights to all the big third-party deals, for the most part, I think.
Yeah, it's Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is exclusive to the PS4 in Japan, right? Because I see it right there on that banner.
Well, they don't got enough Xboxes.
Yeah, I know.
It could be. It could be. It really could be. That's terrible.
That's sad, bro. So they're not talking about Crackdown anymore. It's safe to say they probably could delay it again.
Yeah, they might. They just might. They just might. They might have ran into something. They probably did an in-house beta and found that only 3 people can play that shit.
It's graceful.
That shit is terrible, man. That game been doomed since the start, though. That's just some real shit. That game been doomed since the start, and I think they just don't have the courage to tell nobody like this game is dead. It's dead.
I don't know whether receiving the demand for it. We would have been had Scalebound by now if they would just finished working on it.
Okay, so we're gonna skip ahead a little bit. We're skipping ahead a little bit to a topic that we were going to cover at the end, but since we're already here on Twitter, I wanted to cover it. It seems that so many people are interested in buying a new PS4, which will put the sales up due to Kingdom Hearts 3, but GameStop is canceling the pre-orders. This is why I don't like GameStop. I went there yesterday morning. Everybody knows. I used my trade-in credit that was going to be for a Nintendo Switch, $120 worth, and I cashed that shit in for PSN cards of $120, and then I brought all my games digital, which was Kingdom Hearts 3 and Mortal Kombat 11. Because I don't like GameStop. They fucked me over since I was a fucking kid, and it doesn't seem like they want to stop fucking us over since we're now adults with kids, some of us. And I don't like it, bro. And I think that a lot of people need to take their business elsewhere for real. So you gotta put money on Kingdom Hearts PS4 Pro limited edition, and then GameStop right next to the release of the game cancels your pre-order. That's bullshit, man. Like, what right do they have to cancel your pre-order right next to the fucking game coming out?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
So this is not one instance. This is a phenomenon. A lot of people are talking about it. It sucks.
How many numbers do you think they went over?
I think they went over a lot. People need to understand. I know we got people in the Crumb side saying, oh, it's Kitty. It has Goofy. It has Donald. It has Mickey Mouse. It's Kitty. Nobody's going to play it because it's Kitty. Not true. Not true at all. It is not true. I understand. Not every game is for everybody. Not everybody's not going to like every type of game, okay? I'm not a big fan on stealth games or horror games. I respect them. I don't call them trash. I just don't play them, okay? I have a lot of respect for those games. I just don't play them. I do not call them trash. But this game right here is bigger than a lot of people think. 13 years people have been waiting for the third installment of this game. It's a long-ass time.
I haven't even played the first two, but this is my first Kingdom Hearts game, and I pre-ordered that shit as soon as it was available. So I gotta have that game. I think it's
you got a quote here.
I really do.
GameStop canceled about 50% of their pre-orders for the limited edition Kingdom Hearts 3 PS4 Pro because of an error that allowed them to oversell the amount of units sold. In reality, it's their shitty system allowing it to make sure that they sell 100% of the stock. So this is a GameStop problem, people. This is not a Square Enix problem. Pre-order your shit on Amazon. Just do it. I'd rather Amazon and GameStop, man. GameStop was already shitty, and this right here pretty much confirms it for other gamers that still shop there. Not myself. I just got some PSN cards. I brought my games on PSN. Fuck out of here with that. Nah, bro. Just imagine your favorite game. You pre-order a collector's edition or a custom PS4 Pro for it, and then right before the game comes out, 3 days before the game comes out, 4 days before the game comes out, they cancel your pre-order.
Well, I knew something was bad at GameStop. I've said this many a time. I knew something was bad at GameStop when I walked in the mines and they were selling T-shirts. So it's getting bad at GameStop.
It's getting bad. They got to stay afloat, bro, and that's all they can do.
I can see them closing within the next few years, man. I can see them actually closing down in the next, I give it like 4 or 5 years. It ain't going to be no more GameStop.
I do not like what I'm seeing. I scrolled up and down the game page for Crackdown 3 10 times now. I've refreshed it 2 times. They're not showing me any release date. It has an M rating for the ESRB, blood, sexual themes, drug reference, strong language, violence, but no release date. Included with Game Pass, offers in-app purchases, online multiplayer on Xbox requires Xbox Live Gold subscription sold separately. It's giving me all this info, but it's not giving me a release date. People,
what version did you get, Money? Just the standard?
Yeah, I just got the standard. I did mine digitally. I didn't. You know what? I stopped getting physical, even though I love getting physical copies and stuff. I just my last like 20 games I got digitally. I became lazy as fuck, man. It's something about it.
It's convenient.
It's convenient,
It's
yeah.
convenient as fuck, yeah.
It's really convenient.
So
I want to apologize to you guys while we're still talking. I've been looking at this info on my phone, and I know you guys probably wanted to see it. I know that's my style, so I apologize because this is really, really live. Big Money, you can continue, but I wanted to show them on screen that Crackdown does not have a release date. Y'all can look on there with me, but I'm not seeing anything, bro. It's a scary thing because I've been saying it to Sam last year. They delay this one more time, they might as well cancel it.
Well, they said they was gonna cancel it, but they delayed it again. Let's see if they lie.
So
hey man, that's crazy.
we don't have a release date to go on, but I thought it was the 15th. So
Yeah,
maybe,
wasn't it on their last trailer? The last trailer they had, didn't they had a release date?
Yeah, they did.
Why would they push it up?
When was the last trailer though? That's the thing. When was the last fucking trailer?
I'm on Amazon right now.
Was it last?
Right after Xbox XO. They had one that had a trailer on Xbox XO, and they showed one more. I think it was a story trailer for
Okay. But didn't they have another one after that with Terry Crews at the Game Awards? He was on. Remember, he was on the couch, and then he was getting ready, and he changed into the battle suit.
Yeah,
I think so.
So I also wanted to show you guys something that I don't normally put in my videos. So this is what I wanted to show you. So this is the best sellers. Most people already know about this on Amazon, but you can see the Kingdom Hearts for the PS4 is #1. That is how hot this game is. This game is hot. Now remember, Kingdom Hearts was exclusive to PlayStation 1 and 2 and 0.2, which was 2.8. Then they had that PSP one, which is of course was exclusive, never went anywhere else. The couple that were on cell phone on an original DS, they got transferred to the collectors in cutscene mode only because the graphics sucked. So you could watch the cutscenes, still get the trophies, understand the story, and then the one for the 3DS got ported to the PS4 as well and enhanced. So if you have a PS4, you get to enjoy the whole story. So the game itself is only $60. If you want the whole story, which is 7 Kingdom Hearts games, you only pay $100. Can't beat that. The Xbox version is number 12. So that's 1 to 12. That's the drop off.
I'm surprised it's that high.
Yeah, but it's a hyped up game, man. It's Smash Brothers is beating it for Xbox, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're here to look for crack. Let's stay focused. See what they got here.
Man.
Maybe Amazon normally always has release, so I wouldn't.
So we got to do Xbox's job for them and promote this game.
I'm not promoting it. I just want to see what the release date is.
Hey, I think that's what we got to do now, bro.
They're telling me right now, February 15th, 2019. That's what they say. February 15th, 2019. So, about.
Hey, man, I don't even think people like Crap Gamer promoting this game. I don't even see them talking about this game.
Hey, they haven't even talked about it going gold yet. Is that close to the release date? They haven't.
That's the release date they gave to all their investors. So, I mean, I don't think they should have gave a release date if they didn't know it was ready, because they definitely got to have a release a delay. They have to have it. First of all, the game comes out right before Anthem. No one's gonna buy this game. No one's.
It comes out on the same day as Metro.
Yes, it comes out the same day as Metro. Anthem comes out the next Friday. This game comes out the Friday before Anthem, so it's safe from Anthem a little bit. Still not good, man. February is one of our shortest months of the year, so it's not good for them. Let's say 1, 2, 3. It's 3 weeks away. So the 15th is 3 weeks away. And the release date they gave out that we can only find on Amazon.com is February 15th, 2019. That's a Friday. So kind of scary thing that Amazon has the release date, but as you can see right here, on their official game page for Windows Store, they don't have any release date. They have all the information, but no release date.
Typical Microsoft.
Yep.
Typical Microsoft.
This is Microsoft at work right here. They don't care about the gamers, but they want stuff to sell. Just a little personal note. They say I had 3,197 hours of gameplay last year in 2018. I'm looking at all my stats. I saved $132.37 on PlayStation Plus. 554 trophies in total in 2019. 13 platinums. And the game I spent the most time on clearly was Monster Hunter. 859 hours. Obviously. Still didn't get the fucking platinum, so it doesn't even fucking matter. They say my prime day, the day that I play the most games is Sunday, clearly, because you guys know I work during the week and daytime. So I like this little statistic that Sony gave out for us in the United States. It's really cool. We all get to see how good of a gamer we are. I challenge all people to go check yours out. Your email that's connected to your PSN account should have a little preview for the statistics. Scroll down a little bit. They're going to give you 3 dynamic PS4 themes. One of them looks like this. One looks like a map. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can get no.
I didn't even know they had that thing right there.
The city one?
Yeah, I forgot to redeem mine.
Yeah. There's the one that looks like the city right here. And one is like a pencil drawing. And the pencil drawing, I'm almost there. Hold on. There it is. The pencil drawing is right here. It's dynamic. The symbols move around. But yeah, that's how it is. And of course, you guys already know I have Kingdom Hearts 3 pre-downloaded. I am ready to play that. Already a part of the Dreams beta, and I'm a part of the Anthem demo. So just little personal statistics right there.
Hey, Jay, see, we got a normal our first lady that be on our show. She and the West Side asked her to come to the show. Send her an invite for me. Let me come right back because I gotta take this off. I'll be right back in like two seconds.
Okay. What's her name? So I can send an invite.
Tron. It's Tron. Tron. Okay.
Yeah. You got like a Twitter name, so I can give
it to her. I can just copy.
Just copy that.
Copy yours and send it to her. Tron, can you hear me, Tron?
Our next topic, we're gonna need more people to talk about because it's Spider-Man 2 related.
Okay, JayTech don't see you. We doing a podcast. You feel like coming to a podcast? It's me, him, King Thread, and one of his other people. If you want to come. If you don't feel like it, don't worry about it. I was just asking you. This fool. Damn.
Oh, you just woke her up.
Yeah. If you want, we're gonna send you. You can jump in if you want to. We're gonna send you an invite. You can jump in if you want. You can watch, but if you want to jump in, you can jump in, okay? Okay, I got to switch back over. All right.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, you never left, big man.
Okay.
What we talking about again?
Spider-Man 2 confirmed details for the sequel. Spoiler alert. Has anybody not beaten Spider-Man? Who hasn't beaten Spider-Man?
I beat
Spider-Man. I think everybody in the world beat Spider-Man.
Yeah. If you're a viewer and you have not beaten Spider-Man for the PS4, the one that was exclusive, PC fans, Xbox fanboys were begging for, if you haven't beat it, I just want to let you know there's some spoilers coming. So if you haven't beat it, you might want to not listen real quick. Okay, so we already know that it's going to be involved with Hobgoblin because he got the pumpkin bombs.
Adam's joining, by the way, JayTech.
Okay, cool. He has some armor. This was found on his his desk. This was Oscorp Industries. Okay. So yeah. It seems like Harry Osborn had the Venom shit connected to his body inside of a green like liquid chamber or some shit. I don't know, but clearly it seems like Harry Osborn is going to be the new Venom. Miles Morales already got bit by the spider, so he's already using spider powers and shit. He's getting trained by Peter Parker. And yeah, I think that the Marvel Universe as a whole will have more presence in the new Spider-Man. There will be more name droppings, more Easter eggs, more cameos from a bigger portion of the Marvel Universe outside of Spider-Man's family. So, can't wait to see how that does.
The way that game sold, man.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what's going on with that. Have they said anything else about that? That remember they put that little tweet out? What was that? Like a couple of weeks ago about the Fantastic something, and everybody thinks it's the Fantastic Four.
I don't think it's Fantastic Four. I think we're gonna get 2 new suits to fill those last 2 spots, and they're definitely gonna drop that shit when we get 10 million sold. So I think that's gonna be a little gift for us when it sells 10 million. That's what I think. They normally do those milestones pretty well. But
yeah, I want something. That'd be so great if they put just something. I know I'm going off to buy asking for a DLC, something with the Fantastic Four.
I know. I would.
That's
love
off the deep end, but god damn, that would be a great way to introduce the Fantastic Four into the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, I gotta say, Fantastic Four was a great comic book. Amazing characters, but the movies killed the character, killed the comic book. It's weird, right? That a movie did so bad that it basically told Marvel, we need to stop using these motherfuckers for a while.
It was a bad movie.
It was really, really, really bad.
It became a meme.
Yeah, because Marvel wasn't in charge of it. That's the reason why it was so fucked up. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
What's going on, Adam Morsk?
Yeah, I thought join in.
You done eating your tea and crumpets and
Yeah, you know what I am. I'm a dinner.
Cool stuff.
Sunday roast.
So what you missed is the Windows Game Store page is not telling people when Crackdown 3 comes out, but Amazon still has it for February 15th. So I think it might be delayed again because Days Gone is getting more gameplay, more exposure. They're talking about it more. Collector's edition is shown. Everything is laid out for Days Gone as if they could actually push up the release date and release it in February compared to Crackdown, which has a February release date. So it's confusing. But this Microsoft.
I think last weekend we discussed this, didn't we, about how they had IGN first coverage, and then it went from that to Anthem. So that was the first strike for me, thinking that something like this might happen. And now this is happening. You know what I mean? Something's not wrong, man. Something's wrong.
Like a Trump strategy.
Yeah, I think it is a Trump strategy, sadly. It's funny. They were supposed to have a whole month of coverage for Crackdown, right, for January. And then they quickly went to Anthem. Crackdown is not very... It did not look good, first of all. The first time that IGN tried to do that, their coverage, it looked bad. It looked really, really bad. I want to find some gameplay, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead. So I think we got the third part of the World of Days Gone. I think it's either tomorrow or Tuesday, and that's it. It's like a free. And that's it.
So that's their only advertisement. They're just gonna let IGN do it. Now, remember, IGN is the one that put up the Spider-Man gameplay. It was supposed to be 4K. But they didn't put it up in 4K. They put it up in 1080p. It was compressed, and everybody thought the game looked bad. That's the same IGN that they're trusting to promote Crackdown 3 instead of Microsoft doing their fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, I think we doing more of a better job than Microsoft is.
So
Hey, man,
I want to watch this with you guys. It's only 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
So you haven't seen this before?
Oh, I saw it.
Popcorn
All
time.
Yeah, I just want to see what you guys think of it.
I thought it was trash.
Yeah, I think it looks like something that could definitely be played on a cell phone.
I saw bits of the multiplayer that they showed. I don't know what it was, but like
I think it was called Wrecking Zone.
Yeah,
Wrecking Zone.
Yeah, it looked all right, the multiplayer aspect, but
I mean, don't you think they could try a little bit better, like try more, due to the fact that I don't know.
No, I'm saying you're delaying the game like 4 or 3 times. You'd expect something crazy
5
looking.
years? 5 years to make this game, man. Yeah.
When was the first time that they announced Crackdown? Wasn't that in 2014?
Had to have been.
Was that the first time?
Yeah,
they had it on that dumb banner.
They
The
was
best
talking
games of
about
history.
the power of the cloud, so it had to have been 2014.
God damn, man, that's terrible, man.
That's a long time from now.
Like all the games on that banner never made it. If you think about it.
Yeah, Fable also, but they're talking about it again. And we know Microsoft doesn't do good with RPGs, so I don't know why they're messing with Fable, knowing that it won't sell very well at all. Like, it's probably going to be ignored by everybody that's on Xbox. I mean, it's a great game. I'm not disrespecting Fable, because Fable 1 was one of my favorite RPGs, but it's just their fan base could care less about that shit. I think they relied too heavily on cell shade. They could have definitely went the new cell shade route, but they just went for the black marker, and I think it was cheap and lazy. Look at this.
Man, they probably went through like 3 or 4 gaming engines trying to because
there was one time where it looked real good. Remember, it didn't look like this, and now it looks like this, man.
Yeah, this shit is terrible, man. I don't know what the fuck.
It's suffered a massive downgrade, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I know they like talking about Spider-Man getting downgrade when it didn't. But this is definitely a downgrade.
A super downgrade. I made a video on that shit.
Yeah, you remember the one where he looked kind of shiny? He was a black guy with a normal haircut. And he looked kind of shiny. That was my favorite version of Crackdown 3. It was like the best version that they showed. And I was like, after they kept delaying it, I was like, maybe it's not going to look that way. Then they showed
This straight up looks like a $20 title, man. Like, they can't charge $60 for this.
Nah.
But I know they will.
They bet not charge no fucking $60 for this.
They will.
Oh, well.
I think they tried to target it for the Game Pass.
I see pop-in, bro. Look at this. They're not even showing real cinematics. They're showing cartoon cinematics. The budget for this game is probably horrible because they had to pay Terry Crews. This is the bullshit that they did with Quantum Break. They got the guy that played Iceman to be in Quantum Break. Most of the budget goes to the actor, and it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, they spent more money on him than they did on the game. That's terrible.
I compared this shit to what was the shit called? Infamous Second Son. Basically a launch window game for the PS4. That shit look way better. Same shit. Hero open world.
Destructible environments, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what game was better than this? It was gonna come out right next to it. Agents of Mayhem. It was connected to the Saints Row series. And I still have that fucking game, and it looks better than this.
That shit not even ran by the cloud, if you ask me. I mean, Red Faction got more destruction than this.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not.
So it's like, man,
they sold their fans some lies, bro. They've been selling their fans a whole bunch of lies, bro. Like, god damn.
Snake oil salesman, dude.
Well,
they made that. They made that look like. Oh shit! Sorry.
No, continue. But we're gonna switch. We're talking about lies. We got to talk about IGN and what happened with Resident Evil 2.
And Ace Combat.
Yeah, and Ace Combat. Wow. Okay. Yeah, here's the reviews. We got an 88 for Kingdom Hearts 3. Resident Evil 2 is sitting at a 91, and Ace Combat 7 is sitting at an 81.
Oh shit! Is that the scores?
I played 2 of those games, and Lord have mercy.
Wait, how many?
Resident Evil 2. Ooh, I love that game, bro.
Well, I mean, to be honest,
that fucking game.
I'm looking at the critics, by the way. You got 22 on Kingdom Hearts, you got 66 on Resident Evil, and then 51 on Ace Combat. So if you wait, I mean, that Kingdom Hearts might go up a bit. I would say it's only got 22 critics.
It went down. It was at a 89 this morning.
Unless, obviously, because you know how Metacritic, they don't bundle up all console scores together. They separate them, which is stupid, really. I think multi-platforms should just be one under one.
You said, what was the other website? You said the critic website? What was it? Open
Critic?
Is that what it's called?
It's the only two I know, Meta and Open Critic.
Yeah, about that Crackdown though, that Cloud Crackdown bullshit, man. They made that shit sound like something out of that film. Was it Claudio and Chance of Meatballs? That's what they make it sound like, man. That Cloud is fucking powerful shit.
Yeah, Open Critic has Kingdom Hearts at a 89, Resident Evil is at a 92, and then Ace Combat is at a 81 still.
The Resident Evil is going to be a Game of the Year contender.
Oh,
yes, it is. Yeah. Hey, you know what? We was having a conversation. What was this? Was this last night, JayTech, when your friend was talking about if? Now I had to agree with him. He had brought up the thing about when you do, and I want to get your take on this too, King Thrash. Like, do y'all think that these games that they redo should be $60? Because I don't think they should.
No.
I don't think it should be $60.
Look at Crash Bandicoot. Look at Spyro the Dragon. I hate Activision, but they did a smart thing. All three, $40. That's how it should always be.
Child of Colossus is the same too.
Exactly.
Yep.
If you're gonna make a remaster or a remake, if everybody else put out their games for $40, I don't see why you shouldn't either. You know, yes, the game looks pretty. Yes, it's probably using the expensive engine, but oh fucking well, it's still as short as the original. And I'm sorry, man, it's not fair to people that already brought the game. At least give them incentives. If they see trophies from the classic version on your PSN account, give you a discount or something. I don't know, like they did for Battlefield. But no, $60 just isn't right because, a prime example for me, I brought Resident Evil 4 on a PS3. I have to buy it again on a PS4? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, they gotta stop that shit. I think a lot of developers. You're talking
about what they did at the beginning of PS4. If you bought like Call of Duty Ghost on PS3, you only had to pay like what, £5, £10 to upgrade to PS4.
And you know,
but no, I don't think it's worth $60.
From how great the game is. The game is fucking great. It's great. But I just don't think a remake or a remaster should be anywhere near $60. That's just that's taking advantage of people. I think they know it's a lot of people that love and they remember the memory like of Resident Evil 2 and they took advantage of that, man. I really do. They took advantage.
I said, anytime they gave you 3 Crash Bandicoots and 3 Spyro the Dragons for $40 each, I mean, come on. Yeah. Sorry.
That's right.
Not gonna deal with that. Sorry.
But once again, not taken away from the game. The game is great. Everything they did with it was great. But that's just they took advantage, man. I don't think that was right.
I'm waiting for that game to drop price. That's why.
It was already on sale on Steam.
Oh Jesus!
Is it
like 48?
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
I mean, no, you could download that for free through torrents if you wanted to be honest.
No, that's what I'll do if they want to.
But you already beat Big Money, like through and through.
No, I'm right at the part. I started with Leon, and I'm almost at his end at the part where I get switch over to the girl.
Claire.
I haven't finished it yet.
Sherry. Yeah.
I'm almost at his end at the part.
Now, so you played enough of it, so yeah, like I don't know. This guy in the chat saying, "All right, it should be 60." It depends, man. But either way, it was gonna sell.
Look, the game looks next gen. It is next gen with its technology, but the story is still fucking Resident Evil 2. It's got a couple changes from what I've heard from a lot of people that played it, but not that much. And if the game is what I think people were beating it in 5 to 6 hours, Do you really want to pay $60 for 5 to 6 hours of a remake or remaster of something you played so many years ago? You think that's fair? So if you think that's fair, then Anthem should be like fucking $80 because it's a brand new experience. But you don't want that. So I'm sorry. If you could give me an old experience, I don't think I'm going to be paying $60 because I'm not. I gladly can wait and have so many games to play till the end of the year when they have another crazy ass sale and that game is $20. So
yeah, they're definitely taking.
I'm not taking away from it. No disrespect for the people that went out and brought it, but me, I don't see it that way. When I brought Crash Bandicoot, like I said, 3 games in 1. I didn't even get to play the third one yet, and it was $40 fucking. So
that's why I said they took advantage of people like me that love that series, man. And God, I bought it day one. I wasn't hesitating on it, but I still think it shouldn't have been $60.
No, it should be like $10 or something.
No, I don't.
That'd be awesome, but yeah.
I don't think it was $10.
I mean, PS1, what was it? PS1 games, how much are they cutting me over here? They're like £30, like £25. When it was on PS1, they're like.
You mean when it came out on PS1?
Type of money into it.
Yeah, that's how much games cost. Well, back then, yeah.
Yeah, it just rubs me the wrong way. That's all.
We gotta move on to our next topic. That is Metroid 4 Prime rebooted development or restarted the development or whatever they're trying to call it, but they're not doing it this year. And is that acceptable for them to do what they did when Microsoft didn't do it, Sony didn't do it, and this was a big hit for them? They needed this. People say, oh, they don't need it because Smash Brothers. Nah, Smash Brothers is over. Okay, Kingdom Hearts is about to come out. Resident Evil just came out. The things those games share is both of them are not possible on the Switch and not on the Switch. And the longer this year unfolds, you have Anthem not on the Switch. You have Mortal Kombat 11 on the Switch, but no visual at all. Like no videos, no screenshots. You know, not a lot of chatter, and you just continue throughout this year, and there's just so many other games not going to the Switch. The Switch needed this. It's gonna have a couple other exclusives, but this was one of the ones on the list for this year. So this is a big hit.
What is it, Retro Games or something?
Yeah, they said Retro Games is now going to be joining the team to help work on it.
Well, then the original guys
from scratch.
From scratch. It's going to be from scratch. So that's 3 to 4 years. I've said it to Sam yesterday, and I said it to Adam. Definitely the next generation of a Nintendo system. This is where this game's going to be because, sorry, the Switch is not going to last 3 to 4 years when the PS5 and the next Xbox is coming out.
What did they make? I think they made the GameCube one, didn't they? Yeah, they made the GameCube one. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes and Metroid Prime. They were the original guys that made the Metroid game. So I'm happy on that for Nintendo fans. But they did announce this, 2 years ago? Or like a little, like obviously the logo, that was it.
That's why I told a lot of people then, and yeah, a lot of people was calling me crazy. A lot of people saying I'm a fucking hater, but I'm like, how the fuck are you? How do you get hyped about a fucking logo? But you tell us not to get hyped about a game that we were shown 2 years ago. Like
people need to stop doing that shit. I'm afraid, man. They need to stop doing this bullshit.
Yeah, only Nintendo gets away with this shit. They showed us Days Gone 2 years ago.
Gameplay. I think it's acceptable, man. It's like something like Crackdown, where they announced it on the first, pretty much early stages of when the consoles are coming out, and it's 5 years later, and they still haven't released it, and it doesn't look good.
No, it looks terrible.
Now it looks worse, man. To be honest,
this is what I mean. That's when you go, okay, you can dictate that.
But exactly, but they didn't even show any footage at all. Like not even a screenshot. Nothing. Like Nintendo fans are gullible, man. They are very gullible. This proves it.
Yeah, I say this. I'd rather they start from scratch and fix it right instead of putting out some bullshit.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'd rather that.
I agree, but I still, the fans, not the company. The fans really shouldn't have been hyping about it. They were really. You should have saw the motherfuckers when they saw that logo.
I mean, they were desperate.
They were going crazy. They were desperate.
They didn't get any updates last year, man, of that at all.
Nothing.
So something was happening.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, man? I gotta say, man, I think I got this love-hate thing with Nintendo now. Like, I love the stuff that they do, but I hate the way that they do it now. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know what to say for this, man, because that's one of the games. That's one of the games. Like I've mentioned this, it's like a lot of people got a problem with people buying one game in order to spend $300 on the system. I will do something like that. A lot of people won't do that, but I would spend $300 just to play Metroid, and I thought that was coming out. I really did, but I don't know what the fuck happened. I thought, like I said, I told y'all this last night, man. The team the studio that's working on the retro, I thought they was working on the game in the beginning. No. I thought they was working on the game in the beginning.
They should have been, but I heard that when I heard they wasn't before all this, I heard that they wasn't. So I kind of knew it was gonna be some bullshit anyway. But
I'm glad they reached out, and I'm glad they made enough money off of Smash Brothers to be able to hire them back because they clearly
was handling the project though.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know who it was. I knew it wasn't
retro. They're the ones that are being put on the.
No,
I'm saying before.
He's talking about before.
Like beforehand. Yeah, beforehand. I don't know who it was, but I heard of him, but I never heard of him like that. When I saw it wasn't retro, I was like, it might be a problem.
That's crazy.
First of all, I say this. I'm glad that they're pushing it back. I'm glad they're starting from scratch. I've always said many years ago before I got on YouTube, the multiplayer should play a new part in any Prime game because it was first person. And I loved Metroid Prime 1 and 2. I played those. Didn't play 3, but Metroid Prime 1 was just revolutionary for the GameCube and the type of games that was presented by Nintendo. You never would have thought they would have did a first-person shooter. So I'm very excited from what it could look like on a new console by Nintendo with more power and hopefully a little bit more emphasis on online. So we see that they're starting with online with the Nintendo Switch, and we know Nintendo Switches, Nintendo consoles, their lifespan isn't as long as normal consoles, especially not as long as the PlayStation consoles. So 3 to 4 years, we could be looking at a launch Metroid Prime 4 title on a new Nintendo system. That's what I expect. That's my prediction right here.
Yeah,
it says they
it just has Nintendo on the announcement trailer, so it might just be them.
It says they had Bandai Namco actually working on that before they scrapped it and gave it back to Retro.
Ooh, yeah. I'm glad they did that. Bandai Namco doesn't make like first-person shooter. Yeah.
Why would you do Bang?
Wow, I'm surprised on that.
That's a weird pick.
Have they ever worked on a Metroid game before?
Yeah. The one.
Oh, okay.
The one for the Wii U that was side-scrolling with a lot of action. Remember that one?
Well, the original.
No, not the original. The side-scrolling Wii U version.
I like the original.
It was like the original, yeah.
Okay.
Metroid Wii U game.
You mean?
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was that action pack.
That one, no, actually, that was developed by Team Ninja and Nintendo.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of a weird pick for Namco Bandai.
Hold on, is that Ian?
Yeah, I'm here, big one here.
Oh, I didn't know that was you, Ian. What's up, E?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not even paying attention to the fucking topics. We're just going. No, I mean we're covering them. We're just not covering them the way they're supposed to be covered. But we got through a lot.
Big money. Don't feel sorry about just buying a console because Xbox fans bought a $500 console to play shit. So don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't feel bad. Yeah, don't feel bad.
Get up, doodle, cuz.
Okay, we are going to be talking about Fable 4 now. Thoughts? I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, just a tad bit, but I saw on Twitter that I think the official Xbox magazine was talking about it. So I don't think Fable 4 should be coming out on Xbox One. It needs to come out on the next generation of Xbox systems as a launch title, possibly. I like what they used to call Fable Legends. Fable Legends looked amazing. I liked the style of it. And I don't know why they canceled it when it was in beta. It was a weird thing to do. Never saw anything like that for somebody to release a beta, and the game literally we all know it was about to come out. And then they canceled the beta and they canceled the game. And
I
then,
remember reading they said they just got called in. They weren't even given a reason, just that the project was terminated.
mm-hmm.
So they didn't even get out of beta.
So I don't know, man. I don't really trust them with Fable because once again, it's an RPG. Their fan base doesn't like classic RPGs.
Nope.
And unless they make it like Dark Souls and then make it a little easier for them with guns, then maybe they'll like it. You know, give them guns. Give them first person view and maybe have some Halo armor in it also. I don't know.
Keep trolling, yeah.
But whatever you need to do to trick them into believing that it's actually not Fable, but it has Fable on the box, but they still buy it. Whatever you need to do. But I don't think if they try to put Fable on Xbox, it's going to sell very well.
I get what they're trying to do. They just don't have the fan base for it.
Exactly.
But it's all they really can do. You know, just make good games that get critically acclaimed, and if they sell, they sell. If they don't, they don't. But you got to make better games.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I believe that's why they got Game Pass.
To be honest,
they got Game Pass everywhere because of this. Because they ain't got the fan base, so they want to just put Game Pass on PC, hopefully cell phones, hopefully the Switch, and then get their people from there to stay with the subscriptions and shit. That's it.
Oh yeah, just beef up the catalog, just make people remain subscribed. Just keep piling it on.
Yeah,
my theory, I got a theory on the whole shit. My whole theory is they bought all these studios. They got about 12 now. They can come out like in about 2-3 years. They'll be able to come out with a game a month, right? And then all the people who's paying $9, like I'm just paying $9 a month to play this new Microsoft game. They're gonna be doing it once a month. So basically, they're gonna be paying all year $9 a month. You know what I'm saying? They just that's what they want you to do. They want you to forget about your subscription. Buy the subscription and forget about it and keep paying for shit you don't want. Paying for shit you wouldn't normally buy.
Hey, Thrash, you know what? Go ahead, fam. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, are they it wasn't like they're going to make like a hardware next Xbox and then also like a cloud gaming Xbox?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that rumor. Yeah, they're going to have 2 types of actually I heard 4 types, but I don't know.
Hey man, you know what I was gonna say to Thrash? Like we talked about this a bit with the third going third party, man, and Thrash, like bro, I'm starting to like, I was against that shit from the beginning, but now like more and more it's starting to look like that, man. Mm-hmm. It really is.
Yeah, they're not being subtle either.
I've been saying ever since I saw Game Pass.
And you can't be salty and say something that I know they're all thinking, the fanboys. Oh well, PlayStation won this gen because it had a cheaper system and blah blah. We just couldn't recover. No, PlayStation recovered last gen. They had a more expensive system. They launched the year after you. You had all the promotions for all the multiplats. The games ran better on your platform. You had more bundles out than PlayStation 3. You had more fans than PlayStation 3. But yet PlayStation 3 still came back. You can never say it's somebody else's fault. When PlayStation made it back to the top with all the chips stacked against it, they did something that you've never seen. Like some crazy ass comeback shit, like Rocky.
Well, they had that cell pressure.
My fault, man. I'm just out of Vera. What's up, Vera? Thanks for coming, Vera. Vera?
She getting She
hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
That's the first lady, y'all. That's the first lady of the round table right there. The first lady of the round table.
Okay. I just brought me one of those shirts, man. I think it's coming Wednesday.
What shirt?
Round table shirts.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you?
For memorabilia.
I told you I like that logo, man. That logo's fucking nice, man.
Thank you, sir. It's what it is. We do.
Hell yes.
We got that. Hey, Vera, did you see that karate flick for the round table karate flick yet?
No, not yet.
It's funny as fuck.
Oh yeah, it's funny as fuck. Yeah, hey J-Tech, man, when you get a chance, man, after the podcast, go check that out, bro. He put up some shit. Oh my god, that shit crazy.
Man,
that shit.
Just adding more content to the contents.
Okay. Speaking of content, we got a stream of that. Death Stranding.
Nice.
Before this guy started to show this leaked image from I think Walmart. Before he showed that, I noticed one thing I've never said anything to people about. They changed the box art. They had a default box art, even on Amazon, and they changed the box art. So this is new box art. He wore that shirt. Some of the Japanese voice acting that are the last people to do recording for Death Stranding, they were wearing a shirt with that logo. And I think the game's coming out 2019. I think Sony's only problem is when they want to bring these games out. I think a lot of them are ready to go, but they just need a release date. It's not going to be a crowded month. Like each month is going to have a big exclusive because it needs its space, just like Days Gone.
Yeah, that's why I'm still hoping we get a date for Ghost of Tsushima.
Exactly. Now, we didn't see a lot about that, so maybe it could be pushed in the beginning of 2020. It wouldn't be a problem.
You know what, Ian? I cannot see them. Everybody is talking about Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, and The Last of Us 2 coming out this year.
Nah, I can't see that. Nah.
That doesn't make sense.
I want to do that.
Wow, man, they do that, bro.
That would be murder, bro. That would be murder.
You need to save some bullets in the chamber.
Yeah,
you know what? Shut your load.
Especially when you heard it this week. Only 18% of developers are working on next-gen consoles.
Yes.
Rumors.
Thanks, Adam. We needed to talk about that one. Yeah, 18% of people right now, as of the end of January, are working on next-generation consoles. But I believe at the end of this year, it could be pushed all the way up to 40 or maybe even 50% of developers working on a next-generation console. So it's pretty impressive at 18%. That's almost 20% of the people. Pretty impressive.
I hope so, because my prediction is getting real close.
But look how crowded the beginning of this year is. And in the beginning of this year, it's very crowded with a lot of multi-platform, heavy-hitting AAA titles. Something's happening at the end of this year for all the developers that want to put out their games in the beginning of this year. Something's happening at the end of this year, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, what games? Well, we know that FIFA will be coming out, Madden will be coming out, COD will be coming out, but Battlefield, Assassin's Creed is taking a gap year. So there's a few. There are spots there. Obviously,
you had rumors of a new Batman game
coming out.
Yeah, a new Batman game could be showing off at E3.
I don't know if that's fall, but yeah, the big fall titles this year are kind of barren when you think about it.
Yeah,
from Call of Duty.
That's why I was thinking, like, man, between now and the end of March, Sony got to come out and say something about something or some release dates.
We were talking last weekend, I think, about GDC, or was it the weekend before that? It was the weekend before that because he wasn't here last weekend. So it was the weekend before that we were talking about the Game Developers Conference. Let me go get that date for you. It's in March.
Yeah, it's when you usually have in Brighton.
Exactly. One second. GDC 2019 date.
Developers Conference begins on Monday, March 18th, 2019, and ends on Friday, March 22nd, 2019, Eastern Daylight Time.
Okay, so this is some pretty big shit as far as announcements and other shit. We got GDC March 18th. We got what is it? The DICE Awards this month in February, in the middle of the month. So you got some events where Sony could just go to and give out a milestone of sales for a specific game or a release date or a trailer or something. So we have some events where they're definitely going to be attending. GDC is a pretty big event. They never said they weren't going. So, and the same thing for PAX. They never said they weren't going, but they did show up there with Days Gone, and they showed off the collector's edition and gave a concrete confirmation that the game's not getting delayed, basically.
Yeah,
because they showed
up. People were playing the demo and they were really impressed with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been impressed way before the demos while I was in alpha when we first saw it, day one. When I first saw the announcement, I was like, that's a day one title. I knew it was gonna be gold. I cannot wait for that game, but yeah, Sony's secretive. And one thing their competitors know, if Sony's quiet, they're working on something, man.
What do you think the new studio is working on that they don't have a name for yet?
Another thing we needed to talk about.
We're gonna bring it up.
Thanks. Do we know the name of the new studio?
Nah, but the guy running it is called Quentin Cobb. He's a former Naughty Dog head who did Uncharted 3 and The Last of Us. So he's the head of the studio.
That's the one in San Diego?
Yeah, it's to do with the glasses. He just recruited the guy who used to work on Last of Us. Yeah, and he just recently did Red Dead 2.
All I'm saying is Sony has something for Microsoft in their new studio. So I know a lot of people are excited about Microsoft Studio, but the one thing I like, and you said this last night, Sony ain't cocky. They aren't bragging. They ain't making a stage announcement of studios they're acquiring or who they hiring. And I like that they got this humble quietness to them.
Yeah, that's because the Japanese culture is like that. But Microsoft are always wanting to be dicks about it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They are
MAGA.
Dicks, man.
The whole bullshit crossplay crap. Oh,
yeah,
about the gamers. Well, okay, cool, no problem.
Speaking of crossplay,
it's an extension of Trump.
You guys remember the days when people were mad that Sony wouldn't do crossplay? Y'all remember that?
Oh God, yeah.
God damn.
Don't fucking need it.
They only bragged about it because Sony wasn't doing it. That's the only
nobody's talking about it.
Yep. Yeah. Now, ain't nobody even know what crossplay is. You ask a little kid, do you know what crossplay is? They're going to say, no. What is that? They won't even know.
Sorry to talk about it if there's a game that, you're not talking about.
So, I wanted to reiterate that Death Stranding is a Sony IP made by Kojima, which is not owned by Sony yet, I will say. But Death Stranding is a PS4 exclusive. It's not going anywhere else. So I just wanted to let you guys know we still have people port begging for the game.
Oh, you're always going to get that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's sitting at 3,000 signatures now. That's pretty fucking high.
3,000. Yeah, that'll swim.
Yeah, 3,000 will swim.
Well done.
Well done, man. Yeah. So they're not using that 2015 article from GameSpot anymore, Sam. Yeah, they used to use this article where GameSpot used to say that Kojima himself gave an interview saying they're going to be making games on PC. But in 2015, nobody even knew what Death Stranding was because it wasn't announced. They only announced a partnership with Sony. He didn't announce that he was working on any game or had a name for any game that he was working on. He didn't even use the Decima engine in 2015. So
no, he was just saying that he was building a studio. That's what
exactly. But a lot of PC fans.
My fault. I don't mean to interrupt nobody. JayTech, can you do me a favor right quick? My boy Lincoln Clay. Remember he was on the show with Thrash last time. Send him a link right quick. He wanted to come.
I'll send it. Don't trip. Go ahead.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, the bodybuilder.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Well, what's wrong with him being a bodybuilder, bro? What's wrong with him being a bodybuilder?
I didn't say nothing was wrong with it.
Damn.
Don't worry, Sam pets cats for a living. He gets $18,000 for petting a cat. So.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, man. I like to piss off the PC fanboys every now and then because they're addicted to shiny things. If a game looks very, very good, they think it's impossible for a console to run it. And I think it's just funny when it does, like Horizon
Yeah,
Zero
if you even
Dawn
got a
or God of
part-time
War.
job, you should be able to get one. Jesus Christ.
PS4 is $300 basically.
I'm saying.
Go somewhere and get a PS4. It's $300.
Get out the fucking chair and do something.
Exactly, man. They do another price cut. I don't expect to hear anybody whining about, oh, I don't want to buy a console for one game. For one game? Really? If you buying a console for one game, you're ignorant. If you don't know about the other games that are exclusive to the console. That's just an ignorant statement.
But that's the thing about it. People sometimes just buy for one game, which is pretty
exactly. Sad. There's so many people to buy for one game. You know how many people brought Nintendo Switch just for Smash Brothers?
I can imagine, yeah.
Don't get me started on buying a system for one game. It's called a system seller, first of all. God of War did it. Spider-Man did it.
Spider-Man, yeah.
People brought a PS4 just for those games. You know, it's crazy, man. Crazy people.
You couldn't find a Spider-Man bundle. That was even just gamers buying it.
That one sold out real fast. I expect the Kingdom Hearts PS4 Pro to sell out very fast too.
Well, yeah, but they've gone, aren't they? Like, they're having problems with that.
No, that's a GameStop problem. We talked about this earlier on Hangout. That's a GameStop problem, sadly. They're the ones
got them on stock on Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, we could check.
Yeah, because I saw it trending, and I don't see it in the top 100 anymore. I'm wondering if that sold out already too.
I see the basic game is still in stock, right? But we'll have to scroll down and see if they have the bundle. They have the deluxe edition. That's out of stock. That one sold out.
You see Crackdown on there, by the way?
Shut up.
I
was actually gonna look for that. A lot of PlayStation and Nintendo Switch stuff, but not like Xbox has controllers and multi-plots, and game cards, but that's about it.
Hey, what's good, everybody?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Lincoln?
Not much. I'm doing pretty good. How about y'all?
Doing all right. I didn't know if you was available today. I had two people. They said they weren't available, and then when you send the same link multiple times, they tell you can't send the link anymore.
Oh, in my case, I was like, I'm just now waking up like 5 minutes ago from a power nap. And that's, when I explain to my viewers that I sleep a lot, but I don't get a lot of sleep. That's what I mean, man. I sleep like 2 hours here, 2 hours there.
Oh, okay.
But thanks for giving me a link, man. Even if I'm late, I appreciate being here.
No problem. So I cannot find the Kingdom Hearts PS4 Pro limited edition, but I do see a number 100 that it seems like they have the Spider-Man bundle back in stock. That's the PS4 Slim Spider-Man bundle for $320 basically. So that's good shit. But yeah, they don't seem to have the Kingdom Hearts bundle, but I'll go search it.
Sorry.
Just a minute.
Okay. So what do we got? I don't see shit for Kingdom Hearts right now.
Yeah, that edition is long gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is, but it's nice to still try to search it. You think that shit was exclusive to GameStop? Oh, never mind. Here it is.
No, I saw
Somebody's selling that shit for $800. Yeah, that shit's been out of stock. Oh shit. Oh, $800. $750. A lot of those scalpers got to it. Yeah, a lot of them fuckfaces.
Yeah, they picked the bones clean, man. That's a wrap for that.
But look at that dynamic theme that it comes with. Oh, that is beautiful. That's beautiful. That's a nice dynamic theme. And it comes with a special keyblade. Looks like it's PlayStation too. It got an X and a circle on it.
Yeah, so you can scratch your head with it.
Yeah. No. It's a in-game keyblade. Yeah. But that's a pretty nice looking console. It's got a lot of different keyblades on it. Very, very nice. Very nice. So my prediction still stands from many podcasts ago, Hangouts ago. PS4 is gonna be at 100 million sold before E3 2019 because Kingdom Hearts is gonna do its job. and sadly, more people would definitely go buy this on PS4 or buy a PS4 to play this game compared to Xbox people. So 100 million. I mean, if Adam's right, we're looking at 93 million by the end of this month of January. And then hopefully every month it'll be a 1.5 million or 2 million each or something like that.
Yeah. Don't get too overzealous, but yeah.
100 million by June.
I know VG charts. I know that's definitely not a Bible as far as numbers go, but they have like on any given week I can look at VG charts, and globally, you know, Sony will sell anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million a week globally. So,
oh shit, damn. Okay, so when you said VG charts, I went straight to VG charts. And they have it at 92.0 million.
No, did you?
They
he just brought it up worldwide. I just saw that in South Korea. It's selling out again because they dropped the price temporarily. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Oh yeah, I thought it was a long queue.
Yeah, I heard they going crazy for it.
They still got a price cut to play with. That's the thing. They haven't done it yet.
Now, this one I think what I'm looking at right here, this is definitely a bad week. You know, looking at the hardware chart, because in North America, on any given week, they sell anywhere from 100 to 150,000.
Didn't I tell you the government shutdown? I was going to add the government shutdown into a talking topic, but me and Sam said, Sam said it probably didn't have an effect because a lot of gamers don't work for the government. I do. I work for the federal government. I'm a federal government contractor, so. I'm not saying it affected me, but because the company I work for, but the company I work for, if the government was still shut down in February, I wouldn't have got paid in February. We got covered for the month of January, so I wouldn't have been covered for February, and I wouldn't have got a paycheck. So that could have hindered me from buying any future games in February if I didn't buy them like pre-order. So. But I'm just saying, man, you never know. I mean, a lot of people were scared. Not even if you work for the government, they were just scared about income taxes and scared to spend money. So I could see the government shutdown, as you said, it had an effect on our market as a whole.
I believe so, because to see this chart that we're looking at is for the 5th of January. A couple of weeks ago, for the week of December 15th, 2018, globally they sold 750,000 globally.
Damn.
Yeah. So help negate that U.S. stuff with the the shutdown and the furlough or whatever.
So looking at this chart here, clearly the hardest hit that Sony took was in North America. And it is a coincidence that y'all connected the dots between that and the government shutdown.
I've been saying, I said that last week. I think we might have talked about it, but it was on the topics to talk about last week. We might have not got to it, but I definitely always thought so. So maybe, so what in total did it sell worldwide?
For the week of January 5th, it sold 356,566, which is like 50%, of the number that I gave, from a couple of weeks ago. So they definitely had a bad week that week.
And I can predict they probably had a bad week every week after that until the shutdown.
And they do the biggest numbers in Europe because I think, on any given week, when I look at the numbers in Europe, they can do like, 200,000 to 350,000 any given week in Europe.
Yeah. Europe is becoming a strong force, and Sony was smart to invest in Europe generations ago. Generations ago, they invested in Europe. Smart.
If you don't mind, JayTech, this is something I forgot to cover in my own podcast, but I'd like to throw this little Sony tidbit in here about the virtual reality market grew 30% in 2018, generating $3.6 billion. And a lot of that was driven by the PlayStation VR, which they are the market leader now. And I think in the third quarter of 2018, I think they sold 400,000 units, and over the past holiday, the fourth quarter for 2018, they sold 700,000 units, VR units. So that's 1.1 million units over a 6-month period. So it's growing at a slow burn, but VR, especially the PSVR, is growing. So Sony has shown that there is a market for virtual reality. So shout out to Sony for giving me another gaming option. I truly love VR, and and Sony is the market leader. And next generation is going to be some super hot shit coming.
So they're propelling VR just by themselves, basically, like into the mainstream.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Sony, VR would have died.
Yeah, I was saying that even though I don't have a VR, I wanted to pick it up.
Yeah, you shoot. It's really good.
No, I only
got my firewall bundle today
because of eye problems.
Oh,
but I definitely wanted to join. And I might just buy one. I just might bite the bullet and buy one and just play it in very, very short bursts, like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that might be okay.
Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that because they always recommend that you take a break after a while. I guess like you got to like really have your VR legs under you. I think the most that I played in one session was 5 hours. I think that was the night that
Whoa.
Yeah, that was the night that Firewall came out. Both me and Sick Humor did a stream together.
I heard great things about Firewall. A lot of great things about Firewall.
If you like Rainbow Six, you will love Firewall, especially with the aim controller. That makes it so much more immersive. And if you're going to get involved in VR, PlayStation VR, Firewall is a must.
You can peek around the corners too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can peek around corners. You can stick your gun out around corners and shoot without having to dip your head. So there's so many advantages to playing first-person shooters in VR.
Isn't that impressive, Sam? We were just talking about the lack of competitive multiplayer exclusives from Sony, and there you go.
That's another one, yeah.
Hiding right there in plain sight, Firewall for the PS4. That's amazing.
Sony has more multiplayer games than all other consoles, right?
Yeah.
Exclusively.
Oh, no, I was talking about like competitive multiplayer exclusives for this gen.
They got GT Sport, MLB The Show.
Yeah.
Bloodborne has multiplayer.
They got
multiplayer.
What is it? All those fighting games. You know what I'm saying? Street Fighter, Blaze Blue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? King of Fighters, Skull Girls. I mean, they got a whole lot of fighters that people ignore.
There's also
that Persona fighter one. I forgot what that shit is called. But that Persona shit. It's all kind of shit in it.
There's another first-person shooter game coming to PlayStation VR. It's going to be cross-play with Oculus and Vive. It's a game called Warzone, where up to 50 people can play this game at once. Where you can split up in like 10 teams of 5 people, and these maps are going to be so big that you need a vehicle to travel across these maps. So that I think is going to be a big hit when that reaches VR as well.
And you've also got Blood and Truth.
Those are the dudes that made the heist, right?
I wanted to do something for you guys. So
give
me like 1 minute so you guys could talk for 1 minute. It's something pretty interesting I want to show you guys.
All right.
Fellas, Money had to step out the house for a moment. He hopes to rejoin the podcast, so I'm just going to keep you all on.
You sounded like a public service announcement.
That's exactly what it sounded like.
Well, let me go grab this mango juice and ginger ale while JayTech is getting everything.
Mango juice and ginger ale.
Delicious.
That's an interesting mix.
Hey, y'all haven't talked about Shuhei Yoshida retiring yet?
When did he retire today?
He retired. No, I'm fucking with y'all. I just fuck, bro.
Don't do that.
He was like, what?
Oh, shit. Got a real red alert over here. Uh-oh.
I thought they were trolling when Bungie broke up at Activision. You never know.
Okay, so take a look at the screen, guys. I wanted to show this off. I saw it last year at a event in the European territories. This right here. Now, they have never used it in the United States. Most of their best promotions are in Europe. They are making bank in Europe as what was his name? He just what's the guy's name? Sam?
What happened?
The guy whose name that was here, the bodybuilder.
Lincoln Clay. Lincoln Clay from Mafia 3.
Yeah, he was just talking about how strong Sony is in Europe, and they had this event in Europe, and they had this in the beginning of the expo, and I thought it was crazy. I kept it on my cell phone. I have it on my computer. I shared it with the PlayStation Legion. Look at this. Okay, so you got the triangle, which is Spider-Man. As we already know, this motherfucker came out in 2018. But the other three, what's really is important, the circle is Ellie from The Last of Us 2. The X is the main character from Ghost of Tsushima, and the square is Deacon from Days Gone. So this right here, this is something that Microsoft can't even do. Nope. Show 4 heavy hitters.
They did it, but 3 of the games got canceled or were rejected.
I said heavy hitters, not jokes.
Oh, okay.
Not mobile phone games.
Yeah, not no 69 Metacritic type. Yeah, we need heavy hitters.
I don't think Microsoft ever will again. That's not their goal no more, if you ask me. All the people that they bought, all these studios they all mediocre studios. They all studios that are like B level studios. You know what I'm saying? So they're not looking to do nothing big to begin with.
And not only that, I wouldn't be surprised if a couple of years from now, all these studios that Microsoft picked up, their major focus is going to be mobile games.
It's going to be mobile. I'm telling you, it's going to be mobile, and it's going to be third-party games.
Game Pass support.
I think almost half the people they bought are making games for the PS4 right now.
I think what I'm saying? This crazy, so-called quadruple A studio, the initiative, I think they're just going to give you that one game that will justify you spending a bunch of money for this so-called Anaconda, and that's going to be about it. They're not going to flood you with a bunch of games over the next generation. They're just going to give you those 1 or 2 games to justify your purchase.
So you think they're going to do a Trojan horse?
The bait and switch? It looks like it.
The bait and switch, because it will be sad if they try to do that to the gamers of this gen now that are more educated than we were last gen when they ended up doing similar stuff. They were better last gen. All due respect. Xbox 360 is a better performing console than the Xbox One. Even though I was a PlayStation guy last gen and I had to go against Xbox 360 fanboys, I got to be honest, they were strong. They were aggressive. They were on a mission, and once they saw that mission wasn't going to be successful, that's when they started to lack at the very end of the gen. Too much for Sony to make a very strong comeback. But I don't know if we ever gonna see Microsoft that hungry again.
No, they're not. They're hungry for services. They're hungry for services.
Yeah, because the subscription money is bringing in a lot of revenue. You got to be honest.
Definitely. Hell yeah.
You got that's why they never get rid of Live Gold, and you got Game Pass for one user. That's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money.
Their biggest game is a third-party game, which is Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? It's their basically third-party game. They're on every system. They make a Minecraft 2, it'll be signed for the PS4 for sure, or the PS5 and the Nintendo.
With you saying something like that, bro, with you saying something like that, which is 100% true, it really doesn't put a good taste in any of the Xbox fans' mouth. It shouldn't. That they could just say, let's just bring out a game and make it multiplat. Like anytime they want. Like anytime they want, man.
You would think that, but they have been trained to get on board with any direction that Microsoft goes. You know, a couple of years ago, they were trying to fight it out with us about, believing that they had just as compelling exclusives as the PlayStation. Now, fast forward to today, nothing about exclusives come out of their mouth. They're talking about games as a service and cloud-based gaming, and how that is the future, and how Microsoft is going to be leading the way in that particular genre. So they can be easily manipulated to be to like whatever Microsoft or Phil Spencer tells them to like.
True, I agree.
They're the biggest saps.
They are the biggest saps. I mean, it's sad that I'm saying it's true, because Xbox fans, the ones I like, the one I respect, that last generation, they were defiant.
They were just praising Sea of Thieves. What he just said, man, just rings true. They were just praising after the Twitch views.
I just there was a scenario where I defended a guy that had started leaking Dreams beta footage on Twitter. There was 2 guys. One has been suspended, the other one still is up. And Dreams has more content and looks way better than Sea of Thieves. Now, I told somebody that, and then they was like, well, no, it doesn't, because Sea of Thieves has a lot of content and a lot of people are streaming it now. I'm like, you can stream a dead game and it still be shit. Like, seriously, you can. I've played a lot of games that a lot of people hated and a lot of people didn't buy. And hey, sometimes people still look at it like it's garbage. As simple as that.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of the Dreams beta, JTech, I saw that you was dabbling around with that a little bit. Have you been able to create something with that?
Okay. Let me give you some oh shit. Okay. I need you and everybody here and the people listening. Okay? I need you to add me on a PSN because I'm gonna have to talk to you about it in DMs with some assistance. Okay? Quote, okay? Because it's just crazy, bro. It gets fucking crazy. It's gonna change all of gaming.
Watch when people start making VR games for
exactly. I'm not a hype man. That's not what I do. I deal in facts. But if you hear me get excited about something, you should be excited about it too. I'm not gonna lie. I put it on my life. Okay, I put it on my foot that this game is gold. It is gold. It is definitely has to be anywhere between a 86 and a 90 on Metacritic. It's going to be gold. This is going to be the game that everybody is talking about. Everybody is streaming.
Yeah, I've quite enjoyed it actually. It's really good what you can do with it.
The things people are creating. See, me, I'm not a creator. Never hype that up about me. I like to play. So that's what I'm about. I like to play. So I'm on there playing night and day, seeing what people are creating, following them. I guess it's all right for me to say that. Following them on the Dreams to see the updates. They give like patch notes. It's crazy. They give patch notes about what they're creating and what they fix and what they're adding. It's fucking crazy, man. What me and Sam talk about all the time is, what if an indie developer that's already making an indie game on PS4 has a PS4 in their game studios and they buy a $60 copy of Dreams and they start to put content in there? That's when it gets crazy.
Celeste would look a lot better in Dreams.
Exactly. That's when it really gets crazy. What if developers start getting Dreams and they want to show off something that they just want to make? And you already know they're a good developer. What if Corey Barlard goes in there and start making something? You know what I'm saying?
What you were saying about the indie developers, I was saying that that I believe that Dreams is going to be a huge audition for Sony because this, I think it's a no-brainer that Sony is looking over the top of this to see who's creating what, so they can go in there and pluck some of this hidden talent and have them join the Sony team. So I think,
there you go. That's the excitement that I've been looking for.
A couple of people are going to be lucky enough to get a job out of this.
You know what, bro? A couple people was lucky enough to get a job off of Little Big Planet. When they created some of them crazy levels, they are working on Dreams. They got the job. That's what's crazy. What you're saying is real. We can't talk about Dreams no more. I'm getting too excited, man.
Right, but we are friends on the PlayStation Network, so I will definitely be hitting you up.
Send me a message. I want to. You guys got my info, but what I want everybody else to hit me up. The most disappointing thing about Dreams is it has a non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah,
so I can't stream it. I can't send you guys screenshots on YouTube or post a YouTube video with screenshots or post a video from Dreams. It's very disappointing because we still have people. Let's say facts, but it's example. Broken Games of the Weapon Wheel podcast. He calls the game trash. Like every 2 weeks, he just calls the game trash. It doesn't care what he saw. The PT leaked footage from Dreams where somebody recreated PT. That video is still on Twitter, which we will find right now. But yeah, it's crazy because he saw it and it looked just like PT, and he still called it trash.
He wouldn't know what a decent game was if it bit him in the arse.
This is just a screenshot of the leaked footage, but believe his dreams. You cannot believe his dream, but it is dreams. And, you know, a lot of people were talking about that. And a lot of people were talking about other stuff, you know, like.
I could swear he hates the majority of games. Like, he hates Persona, he hates The Witcher. I don't know what other games.
He's entitled to his opinion. All I want to tell him is don't fucking buy the game. You just called it trash. Everybody has you on file. I have screenshots of you calling the game trash multiple times. I better not see this guy buy the game.
Dude, he also said Spider-Man was downgraded, so it's kind of hard to take him seriously about anything.
At that time. Like, seriously. No disrespect to him. But it's weird to see somebody call the game trash before you know what it is, and then you go out and buy it because everybody is going to be hyping it up. Once we get to share and show people what it's really about.
And for the people who's buying that game, I think that's definitely a day one purchase for me. And for the people who's buying this game, this is definitely a game where you're going to get your money's worth, where you're going to have access to so many games for $6 that you paid.
Exactly.
And my biggest interest in it is the VR aspect of it. If you can create VR games, that's going to, like, oh my God.
I want to scroll down here, okay? Quote, on the quotey quotes. I'm just scrolling down. This is not my footage. This is footage that has been deleted, but there were real websites from different countries covering the leaked footage that was shown off in Dreams. As you can see, this looks like something with a cup. He might have it on his head that was created maybe in Dreams. We don't know. But I'm just saying, on the quotes, there was a lot of shit that I saw, and there was some stuff that was leaked. Might be Super Mario related, but I'm just saying, man, it's just the crazy shit. It's just so much shit in Dreams, and it's just a fucking beta. It's so amazing. It's a game that I think a lot of people need to. They just need that. They need that in their life, man. They need that in their life. Also,
what I'd like to see happen is if this game blows up the way I think it can, it will be interesting to see if the competition creates a game similar to this.
Okay, I want to stop you right there. Competition did. Microsoft Project Spark.
Yeah,
we can go look at that real quick if you want.
All right.
Yeah, Project Spark was an attempt to do something in the Dreams department, right? And didn't, but it was more of a copy of Little Big Planet, right? Because Dreams wasn't really fully developed.
They were already developing Dreams by the time.
Yeah, but it wasn't like shown off levels and shit like that, right? When Project Spark,
I felt like that was the answer to Little Big Planet more than anything.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Project Spark was in a beta. It did come out, and they canceled it. And you don't see that shit a lot.
It was their own fault. They handled it pretty, in a greedy fashion as usual.
Go back to the same thing, man. Their community.
Yeah, but I don't think Xbox fans don't have imagination, so that's why.
Exactly. It's funny, but it's true.
The sales reflect what he's saying, though. They don't buy any of those types of games.
No.
So I wanted to show you. I'm gonna click on this video for Project Spark. As you can see right here, this is Project Spark, and you see it looks a lot like Mario, right? It looks a lot like Little Big Planet, their little setup. But people brought the game and they closed the servers anyway. You know, look at that. Somebody made a Super Mario. And yeah, it doesn't look exactly like it. But the fact of the matter is he sucks at playing platformers. Okay, here we go. Seems like he made a little Super Mario and Project Spark, and I don't know. If you give the right people these tools, they can make some crazy shit. And maybe this wasn't the right game for Xbox, but who am I to say that? Oh, this game was made by Microsoft. Just put it on PS4. I'm not gonna be that selfish to say that. They deserve to have a game like this, and maybe their fan base will come around. But sadly, after 2 generations, the 360 and the Xbox One, it seems like their fan base is not coming around to want more from Microsoft outside of first-person shooters and maybe racing games.
But I think with the Xbox people not having any imagination anyway, a lot of games that they are demanding right now are basically the games that you see over on the PlayStation. They, because of the success of Spider-Man, now they want a superhero game, you know, and amongst other things.
Yeah, exactly. When Spider-Man came out, and it was like 2 weeks out, and they couldn't hear any chatter of the game being a timed exclusive, they started to ask for a Venom game. They started to ask for Iron Man. They started to ask for Incredible Hulk. It was crazy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You see this right here? Somebody made a Mario Kart level right here. But this is what I'm saying. If you know, Dreams is a little bit better of an engine because the art style is to your choosing, which is crazy. You can make a game look however you want in Dreams. It's not
So,
a specific set.
How long ago was this Project Spark?
Quite a while ago.
Yeah,
it was a launch game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so expect them to demand another one when Dreams takes off, you know, and it's successful.
Yeah, but they were the ones that canceled it.
But they're okay. To give you an example, look what happened with them supposedly having VR, high fidelity VR for the Xbox. It never happened. I think that was because of the slow start that Sony had with VR. But now the Sony is the market leader, and they are showing that there is a demand for VR and that there is a market for it. Now you're starting to hear this stuff come up again about VR for the next generation over on the Xbox. So with that being said, I don't see why they wouldn't demand another Dreams type game once this game takes off and proves to be successful.
Hey, bro, you listening to me? Shit, I keep forgetting your damn name. I'm horrible with names.
Lincoln.
Mafia 3, Jay.
Lincoln. Okay, all I gotta do is think about Lincoln Memorial. Okay, Lincoln Memorial. Bro, I want you to look at this. Look at my screen and look what the fuck this is what I'm excited about. Now, this person made a Super Mario game, right? But realistic looking. Look at this, and they had people on Xbox that would create some gems like that. Look at it, a realistic Super Mario plumber game. It's Mario 64's bomb level. I remember it like it was yesterday because I used to play the shit out of Mario 64. Ooh. But the fact of the matter, someone made this, and it was just awesome, and that's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm excited for Dreams, because you got a lot of people that's going to create a lot of crazy shit. Might be original content, might be remakes, remasters, or something that we grew up watching or playing. But the fact of the matter is, they're going to have the tools.
Yeah,
you know? That's unlimited content for $60. We're not talking about one game.
A couple of subscribers to my channel, you know, are into this. So I was asking them if they're going to pick this game up because I'd like to see what they'd be able to do with it.
Yeah, that's great, bro. But like
I was thinking of finishing off Sea of Thieves with that thing.
A lot of people have been joking about that. A lot of people have been joking about Scalebound, but I think
I'm gonna try to do Scalebound, at least an asset or a couple of things, man. But
yeah, give it a crack in that head.
Recreate it. I'll do the headphones.
Even if I could create something out of this, it would take me months because I would be the type of person that would start out with something, don't like it, and then tear it down and go to something else.
You know what's funny? You want to know what's funny? People have been doing what you're talking about, but they can release it, and then they can give patch notes and make it better. And we're not talking about, oh, it's a glitch. No, we're talking about make the textures better, put additional enemies and stuff like that. But definitely, man, look at this. They really recreated Mario in Project Spark. Project Spark was a gem. And they had it this generation, and Microsoft shouldn't have just canceled it like that, man. Like, if something doesn't do good, or it's not hot fire when it comes out, you shouldn't just give up on it. That's Microsoft's fault. That was their decision to cancel this.
But that is the Microsoft way. They will pull the plug on something that is not, look no further than the Kinect.
All you have to do from now on, every game that comes out, put something Halo related in it. Look at Forza. They had the Halo vehicle in Forza Horizon 4. Just put Halo in everything. Just put it in everything, man. An Easter egg for Halo in every game you make.
Damn.
That's crazy, bro. That right there is crazy. Look at that. They even made the castle. Son of Sam?
Hey.
They made the Mario castle, bro. What the fuck? This game should not have been canceled. I'm against people that
it's like the fourth thing they canceled that shouldn't have been canceled. This generation alone.
Fucking Scalebound, man. That game looked like it was pretty much done. Oh man.
No,
Microsoft is probably gonna kick themselves in the ass when they see the shit people about to make.
They're a weird company. Yeah, they got all this money, but they can't afford to do things that Sony can, which don't even have more than half the revenue. This stuff baffles me. I don't understand what the decision-making rationale is.
I don't either, bro.
Their budget isn't as big as it can be if they're doing all these things like prematurely. That division must have a very low-sized budget compared to the rest of Microsoft.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to show you something, Lincoln. Yeah, I got your name right. So I wanted to show you a level that I played in Dreams, and they showed it off on the live stream, so you could see it here. But I wanted to show you how smooth it is. So take a look at this. Now, somebody made this whole thing. None of these are assets from anybody else. Somebody crafted that dog to look that way, that couch to look like that way, everything. And this was just a little demo of gameplay. So the dog has movements and moves like Mario. No kicks, no punches, but he does have a ground pound, jump, and a wall jump. Also a sliding wall jump where he slides down the wall. You can decide where he needs to jump. Also, when he does the ground pound, if you push the jump button, he sprouts up. Now, I learned all of this in the video. I also played the level, but this is right here. This is what I'm saying. Like, you can create whatever you really want to create. You can decide to put the frame rates higher or the graphics higher. So they just showed you that right there. So that's confirmed in Dreams. Photo mode is also confirmed in Dreams. So pretty awesome.
That is pretty slick.
Yeah, you can make anything you want in Dreams, literally, but you have to make it from scratch. You know, so your creation's only as good as your skills.
Mm-hmm. Well, I could take somebody's body and take another person's head and just put them together if I want, right?
Pretty much, yeah. If they allow you to. Some people have stuff blocked where you can't remix it, but most people don't when it comes to characters.
Okay, so you got to share the assets then. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, send to public instead of private.
Look at that dog. Doesn't that dog look like Adam?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that dog.
Get that pug, man. Get that pug. That pug, man.
It looks just like you, bro.
Oh, fuck you, bro.
So look at the wall jumping
walls,
right here. This is what I'm saying, man.
Is that Ninja Gaiden?
My God. Huh?
It's like Ninja Gaiden jumping.
Exactly. Like somebody had to program that. I don't see wall jumping in most of the other stuff that I've seen or played. So just think of this character with a Mario hat, a Mario body, because that's his movements that he programmed. And also that water, I will confirm, I've never saw good water in Dreams like that until I played this. So the person made this water look like that. You can make water look like shit if you want it in this game, but they made it look good and made it responsive. Also, he had to program when you get in the water that it makes the dog wet. So you see his skin shiny. He had to program that into the game.
Oh, wow.
Everything you see, he had to program. Even the splashes. I walked through some water in Dreams. There's no splashes at all. There's no reaction at all that I'm stepping in the water. Not even a sound. But this is just a little demo that somebody made for gameplay. And it's just impressive. It really, truly is. Some people are going to be hired, like you said.
Holy shit, that's a big boy.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm wondering if somewhere down the road, if Sony would let some of these people monetize this stuff.
Yeah, they already said they would, Lincoln.
They are.
So, like,
yeah, but the beta is
good enough.
So, hey, Lincoln, I wanted to show you this. Lincoln, this is the PT stuff that people were talking about. This made people want to talk about Dreams. This made people really interested in Dreams because nothing was leaked at all. But you see this stuff right here. Like, they recreated PT, bro. So let's say PT wasn't done, right? It was a demo, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if somebody wants to recreate PT and finish it, they can. If Kojima decides to buy Dreams for his PS4 and he puts out content, think of how crazy that would be.
Yeah.
Wow.
The possibilities are crazy, man.
Yeah, and I've seen this before, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, if they could have just advertised this as a regular game, and I would have believed it.
Yep. So, people, if anybody tells you that Dreams is garbage, don't believe them.
Yeah, they can suck a dick.
Do not believe them, man.
You know, I was like, the first time they said something about Dreams, just for the simple fact that it had a VR mode and it had got my attention. And then as I learned that it is, a tool for people to create games, I said, holy shit, I really cannot wait for this game. So, but unfortunately, I'm a little bit, out of the loop on when this game is supposed to come out. Does anybody know?
No release date.
No
release date.
Yeah.
What I wanted to show you is something from Little Big Planet. I just wanted to show you that. I think we are looking for silver. So now I played this on Little Big Planet, and it's all right for me to show this. What they did in Little Big Planet, they made 3D levels. They made first-person shooters. Little Big Planet is not a 3D game, so that is a crazy thing to do. But they recreated Pokemon inside of Little Big Planet, and I'm just saying this is a game by the same developer. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If somebody wants to make a 3D Pokemon in Dreams, I guarantee you, if they have that passion, they can do it.
So this is pretty much like the RPG Maker. So it's pretty much RPG Maker all over again.
Or Game Maker.
Oh, Game Maker.
Yeah, because you can make anything you want. Like it could be a platformer, it can be 2D, it could be 3D.
If somebody like when Dreams comes up, are there going to be categories of games that you can make?
They have that. Yes, they have filters so you can find certain.
If you just want to be a DJ and mess around with music, that's all you could do.
Someone made
literally just make them.
Yeah, I can't really see what they made, but there's music in Dreams, and you can make your own music. So, if you want to sing a song in a mic and record it for your game that you're making inside of Dreams, you can have that as the music.
Oh, that's hot.
You want to record a sound, like a stomping sound for you to put in Dreams when you stomp on the ground, you can create that and you put that in Dreams.
I am not going to, in terms of creating content for Dreams, I do not plan on creating things, but I am going to try to encourage my son to do something with it.
I feel like you might want to try VR.
It's like it's gonna be a 3D world, and like it's gonna take 1 minute to beat it, and you're gonna walk forward, and then a sign's gonna pop out of the ground. It's gonna say Xbox has no games. I made a level like that on Little Big Planet, and I think I could show that off, but yeah, this is crazy, man. Dreams is this is Little Big Planet, but I'm just saying. Bro, if you can make it in Little Big Planet, you can make it in Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking crazy, man. They had the Pokemon battles in here. You see that? Man, people are crazy. I'm telling you, the community, the PlayStation community, we have some creative people here, and it's gonna get wild when Dreams comes out, and you got Days Gone out there, and Concrete Genie, and you got Judgment coming out this year too. So many games.
Yeah, it's a great time to be a PlayStation fan, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
It's a great time, but ain't enough time to play all the games.
Hey, that's a good problem to have, to tell you the truth.
Definitely.
I've said this in a couple of my podcasts before, especially for 2018. Sony was one of the bright spots for 2018. They gave us some compelling exclusives, and they were not riddled with microtransactions.
Exactly.
I'm still so impressed what they did with the VR lineup just in 1 year.
Yeah, Astrobot, Firewall, those are just two must-have, two phenomenal games.
Yeah,
I gotta pick up the Beat Saber game too, Lincoln. I heard really good things about that.
I use it for cardio.
Yeah. Oh shit, that type of game.
As well as the Creed game, the Creed Rise to Glory. That is another game. If because as you can see, I work out, and I got to get my cardio in. But treadmills are boring. And if I get on a treadmill, I would live in the gym. I don't want to live in the gym. Games like Creed, Beat Saber, those games give me, you know, it kills two birds with one stone. I'm having my fun playing VR, and I'm getting, you know, and I'm burning some calories in the process, and then I'm streaming it, interacting with, you know, with viewers. So, you know, so yeah, Beat Saber is definitely a must-have. The one unfortunate thing about it is you cannot import your own music. They allow you to do that on PC, but Sony's real tight about that copyright stuff. So, so I think the music that's being brought into the PlayStation version of VR, you know, Sony's, you know, doing what they got to do to make sure it ain't no crap.
Yeah. How many songs in total they got on there?
I think right now, with the 2 songs that they just added, if you ask me to like guess offhand, I would maybe say there's probably about 16 songs on there or something.
That's not too bad for $24.
Okay, so we got another exclusive. This game has been on Nintendo systems, but it's been an exclusive to PlayStation for a long time now. Yeah. We're gonna give GameStop an F because they're fucking up. But we're gonna talk about that again. This is the YS. I think it's called Yeast or something. And this newer version seems like it's gonna go farther into better graphics, and I can't wait. I've been playing the first good YS with this newer engine on PS Vita, and the newest version that was released. I'm probably gonna buy that on a PS4 when it goes back down to $20-something. But this one's gonna be pretty good. This is another PlayStation exclusive. PlayStation's gonna have a lot of those types of Japanese games that come over here. They might share the spotlight with the PC, but that's what PlayStation's known for. They have so many different diverse titles. Man, that limited edition bundle being exclusive to GameStop, that won't ever happen again.
Oh, not with the fuck up they had.
No, that will never happen again. And it shouldn't have happened. I don't know how GameStop locked this down when they don't even like Japanese RPGs. When you go to GameStop, when I went to GameStop yesterday morning, they talked to me about Anthem. When Kingdom Hearts comes out before Anthem.
Yeah.
Now, as soon as I hit the door, I saw a replica Keyblade. I saw the shoes from Sora. I saw a book bag. But they did not talk to me about Kingdom Hearts 3. They talked to me about pre-ordering Anthem. That's what they do. They shove the biggest AAA Americanized game down your throat. They don't care about Japanese RPGs. So it was very weird for them to get the contract to sell you this limited edition PS4 Pro. They definitely shouldn't have got it. They fucked that shit up.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Stupid ass GameStop. If they go out of business, I'm gonna feel sorry for the workers, but they did it to themselves. Like they've been messing up for many years now. Many years. Okay. I think we're pretty much done with the podcast. I wanted to see what this Power Ranger Megazord looking game is they showed at this event. What is this? Another Bandai Namco title.
What is that, Power Rangers to the campaign, or it's just like a fighting game?
It seems to have a lot of mechs in it. Oh, it's a turn-based strategy game. I haven't saw one of these for a while. Dude! So, it's going to be on PS4 and Nintendo Switch only.
I just edited it through the wall.
I think when it launches in Japan.
Edited it through the wall.
It's similar to Disgaea, one of those games. Yeah. Oh, look like they got Gundam on here too. Okay. Yeah, a lot of Japanese stuff. I'm glad that they're doing good over there.
It's just one ugly fucker.
Was that Harlock?
Look at that.
I'm a big fan of the Hardlock series, so I thought that.
No shooting out of the sky. No shooting out of the sky.
It might be.
No shooting out of the sky.
That shit's good. Okay, so I think we're done with the podcast, the Hangout. I'm about to hop my ass back on Dreams, because I want to see what people created today.
Yeah, I just got up myself. I was going to, hook up with Carlos Fernandez and run the GT Sport with him, but my son's got the TV. So that's another beauty of the PlayStation VR is that my son is playing on his Xbox on the TV, but that still doesn't stop me from being able to play the VR because I don't need the TV for it.
Okay.
The TV, all the TV is for is to allow your guests to see what you're seeing through the headset. But yeah, we've done that plenty of time. I've done game streams from the PlayStation VR while my son was still, on his Xbox playing Gears of War or whatever. So that's another advantage to VR.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, and another thing about VR, you can also people don't notice, but that PlayStation 4 is also a 3D player. If you have a PlayStation VR, you can watch 3D movies through that through the VR headset. I've watched Doctor Strange in 3D through my PSVR headset, and it's just like being at a theater watching movies in 3D. It looks like a giant 80-foot screen, and just like at the movies wearing 3D glasses, stuff is coming out of the screen right at you.
Also, yeah, movies trippy itself.
Also, a lot of people don't know that YouTube also has a VR version. You can choose the normal version or the VR version and go check out VR videos on YouTube, which there is tons and tons and tons of VR content on YouTube that you can watch through your PlayStation headset, through the VR headset.
You know what? You talking about VR makes me
Dude, Link is making me feel like I underappreciated my VR. Goddamn.
No, it makes me think about what Sam said yesterday. Specific content made in Dreams by different gamers for VR users because it's already using the PlayStation Move controllers. You can use those to create better. So yeah, that sounds awesome.
Another thing that people do not know is that you can purchase an NBA package to watch NBA games in 3D in VR through your headset.
I saw commercials about that.
Yeah. So and there's also you can also download like stuff from the internet onto a flash drive and plug it into your PlayStation and watch if it's VR content that you downloaded and watch that content from your VR headset. So there's so much more you can do with that VR headset than just playing games.
Okay, before we actually try to get up out of here, as you know, Earth Defense Force always been exclusive. The newest version is still going to be exclusive. Earth Defense Force Iron Rain will launch exclusively on PS4 in April of this month. Of this year. We should look at this video because it looks pretty epic.
Yeah,
there's an error that occurred. Let me just see if PlayStation has a better version. There we go.
Just that screenshot looked interesting.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what's the game, JayTech?
Earth Defense Force.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this shit looks a lot better than the other ones.
It's a big bugs.
It's like
it's like Starship Troopers.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too.
Yeah.
PlayStation really just got everything you need, man. They really do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm surprised that some of the games sell as well as they do.
That's what this Earth Defense Force is? This Godzilla looking game?
Yeah, it's what me and Six said.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Really good this time.
Because
I
look like they might be using a new engine too.
Yeah, you know what, Lincoln? I've heard of Earth Defense Force.
Oh, by the way, Earth Defense Force has a lot of destruction of the environment and buildings. Just want to let you guys know about that.
Oh,
yeah,
I get
and
it.
it doesn't need the cloud, so yeah,
Oh.
just letting you guys know.
Damn, could you imagine if that was in VR though?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what? That's what I was going to ask about the dreams, because I'm thinking about getting that because I really want to see if I can make a mech game my own. I'm a big fan of the mech series, so.
Yeah, I saw somebody make a open world mech game.
Oh my god, look at this. Let me see. They got pre-order.
Yeah, they were playing through it. It's like an entire level.
Oh man, I need to see it.
Yeah, this one looks a lot better than the other Earth Defense Force. There have been a lot of them, like 4 or 5 different Earth Defense Forces. This one looks very good.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
Yeah, it does.
PlayStation, man. Come on. You got to give it up for PlayStation, man. Locking down these games, man. Bringing them out. Never going to be bored this year. You might be broke, but you won't be bored.
And those who claim they do not like PlayStation cannot give you an explanation that makes sense.
Oh, my friends are not over there, or I don't like the controller. That's it. That's all I hear this gen.
Which that is a lame one because there are adapters up there. There are adapters out there that will let you take your controller of choice to your console of choice.
Yes, it does. Exactly. Yes, they do. They got PlayStation controllers that's designed just like the Xbox controllers. So it ain't even that, man. It's just PlayStation is doing so well. Like, that's why I always said to myself, like, is it they doing that good or is Microsoft just doing that fucking bad? And it seemed like it's just both of them. I have to give it up to PlayStation this generation, man. The PlayStation 4 is a phenomenon, man. It really is.
You know what? As far as the content goes that they were coming out with, one of my gripes is that they were coming out with so much stuff that some of these hidden gems are going to get swallowed up by the heavy hitters because with them releasing so much stuff, there's no way some of the stuff is going to overlap each other. Some of this stuff is going to bump into each other in terms of when they get released. And in 2018, the release date that they had for Shenmue 3, I was a little bit concerned that it was going to get chewed up in between God of War and Detroit Become Human.
Exactly. So this is what I've been saying. It seems like most of the stuff that it starts to go quiet after Days Gone. So after Days Gone, which is towards the last game coming out in April, you don't hear a lot of other games getting released at the other part of the year, whether it's from May to June or May to July or May to August. So I think there's enough time you got May, June, July, August, and September. That's 5 months before October that you could bring out a lot of games that we don't have release dates for, but we know they're supposed to come out this year. I think Sony's gonna find a good time.
Are they still releasing Shenmue 3 this year?
I haven't really heard a lot about it. Like a lot of people, like I said, we having this horrible problem where we know a game's supposed to come out this year, but they're just not giving a release date, and they're not talking about it a lot. You know.
So it's crazy, but like that's why I said between now and March, I'm hoping Sony come out with an event that's gonna shed light either on the PlayStation 5 or shed light on these release dates for these games that's supposed to be coming out. So hopefully they can do this because without no E3, I know everybody can agree with me. I just don't see Sony doing nothing this year. I don't see it. I just don't see them doing it.
I don't see them not doing anything that could give us information. They had a scatter from the Ben studio that does Days Gone, which means that studio had developer diaries and talked about Days Gone, and they just released these gameplay, which we're about to look at one of their newest one about the bike. And then the same thing, Media Molecule. They've been doing their own scatter of information. They have live streams. They have a live stream that they do on Fridays and I think Tuesdays on Twitch, where they show creations made by other people on Dreams. They show off the tools, they give lessons, and they're doing that type of scatter. But they do need something like a Treehouse that Nintendo does, where they can go to other developers' studios live and see what they're doing, show a gameplay trailer, move to the next studio, show what they're doing, show a gameplay trailer, something like that, something very fast, fluid, that gets a lot of information out there and stops people from worrying. But you know, I think right now they want to be sure that they can bring a game out at the right month, at the right day, where it's not going to be a lot of traffic. So I think that's one of the reasons why they stopped talking about release dates for 2019, because the third-party developers, 100%, I'm not being jealous, not being a hater, they copied off of PlayStation. PlayStation used to bring out their games in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Third-party developers jumped on that shit this year, man. Anthem, Kingdom Hearts, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil 2. I mean, you just have a lot of games. We got, what is it, the Metro game?
Forget that game, Left Alive. That's a game I think is going to get buried. But
exactly, Left Alive is going to get buried. That's a PS4 exclusive for consoles. Left Alive. Damn, man, it's just, what's the other one?
From Mission spinoff.
What's that other one? Far Cry and Rage.
Yeah, Sekiro, 2. Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah, Rage.
Oh yeah.
So you start to add up all these third-party AAA titles. There's a lot of them coming out in the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
And they copied off of what happened with Bloodborne, which came out in the beginning of the year. God of War came out in April, remember? Horizon Zero Dawn came out in the beginning of the year. So they know it's a very good time, but it does kind of suck that they all had the same idea.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? The reason I thought, because I know, like, one of their biggest markets is America, and they know Americans get their income tax checks between now and April. I really do think that has something to do with it, man, because there's no way in the world they got all these AAA games coming out right about the same time.
I agree, but we could be looking at a huge disappointment because of what the stupid ass president did with the government shutdown, with the delayed taxes. And if they're saying that they have extensions for government workers where we can go back to work and get paid, but after 3 weeks, then we don't know if he's going to do this dumb shit again. It does scare people, because if the government shuts down, that affects the IRS. The IRS affects your income. So you want to fuck around with that. Like money back and buy what they want to buy. Maybe games, maybe game consoles. So I hope the president just stops doing the dumb shit and stops doing what he does. So people can be secure, they can get their income taxes back and spend it the way they want to, instead of trying to pay off rent or mortgages because they didn't get paid. So let's hope that shit don't keep happening, man. For real. I don't want to get into politics because this is gaming, but you know what he did wasn't right and messed with a lot of people's pockets. You know, a lot of people's pockets. Let's look at this Days Gone gameplay before we leave up out of here. This is a brand new one. It's called Riding the Broken Road, talking about the customizations of the bike and safe house. I can't wait for Days Gone. Days Gone's day one.
You think it's going to be a game of the year contender?
Yeah, it's going to be that sleeper. Yes, it's a sleeper hit, man.
Yeah, they improved a lot of stuff in that video.
Truth be told, when Sony announced all the heavy hitters that they got coming out for 2019, I'm actually looking forward to Days Gone more than I'm looking forward to Death Stranding.
Yeah, well, we got more info, that's for sure.
Yeah, got more info on this. Info changes a lot of shit, I tell you, man. I've talked to a lot of people that don't know info, and it's my job to get that info. It is hard to sell somebody on a game if they don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, like the Horde mode definitely sold me on Days Gone. Oh my God, if that Horde mode, when I saw developers playing the Horde mode, it was single player. So I said, oh my God, if they do this Horde mode in co-op, that is going to be a slam dunk.
And I like that they have different factions. You got humans and marauders, the Horde, and you have these other people that like to worship the Horde, but they're not zombies or whatever.
Hey, man, you know what? Looking at this, man, this always take me back to 2016, that E3 of 20. In my opinion, man, that's the best E3 I ever seen.
That player was tearing his ass up.
God damn, man. That fucking E3, man. Somebody told that shit.
Man. I don't care what nobody say. This game is the game of the year contender for me. I don't know if it'll win depending on who else comes out this year. That is a PlayStation exclusive, but it's a contender, man. A strong contender.
Yeah.
Strong contender.
No question about
that. If I don't know if Kojima games, I don't know, man. Like I said, we need more information on Kojima's game, man.
I'm gonna be honest, man. The sad thing about that, if you don't want to buy the game because you don't know enough, sadly, I don't think you'll buy the game because he's such a secretive person. He's not gonna give away what the game is all about. Especially it being his baby, it's brand new idea, and only he knows what's gonna happen in it. I don't know if he's gonna give out that much effort, you know. What's really gonna happen is the game probably gonna sell on its own. Kojima's a household name, and a lot of people gonna buy it regardless. Yeah. Like, I'm just saying, this is Metal Gear Solid. The people gonna buy that game.
If that game come out this year, I don't see The Last of Us coming out this year. Last of Us 2, I don't see that coming out this year.
I can't see both of them coming out this year.
Yeah, no, I can't.
And you got Medieval coming out this year also. I mean, I don't know. It's just you start to think about it. It's a lot of games. Then you have a lot of console exclusives, like Left Alive. That's a PS4 console exclusive. It's not going to Xbox. It's not going to Nintendo Switch. It's only sharing the spotlight with the PC, which people won't even buy. So you have a lot of these great games coming out, and bring out The Last of Us to wipe everything. Nobody care about any of it.
Because if you put those two games, it's gonna step on their toes, man. Because you will have to put them both games out at the right time. Because they gonna blow everybody else away when they come out.
Last of Us might be like Zelda. It might come out as a launch title for the PS5, but it's also coming out on the PS5. Who knows?
I hope so. That's why I'm betting on that. I hope so, man. I'm thinking those 3 games anyway are cross-gen games or backwards, whatever people want to say it.
Yeah, I'm done with the remasters. I mean, I'll pay for remakes, but remasters need to go. They really do.
Remakes are what I want. I want new engines, better sound, better controls. I'm tired of the remaster shit, man, because Activision got lazy with that shit. They're basically ports. They call them remastered, but they're not. They're just ports.
Yeah.
But look at what Rockstar did with LA Noire. It was basically the same thing. They didn't do anything to it. They're just making money, re-releasing it.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we have to get out of here because I know you guys got stuff to do. But I'm going to stay in the Google Hangouts for anybody who want to still talk about Dreams off screen. And if anybody wants to talk to me more about Dreams and you're having a hard time understanding more about Dreams, get in contact with me on Twitter. Get in contact with me on a PSN so I can break it down. Because it's important that people don't listen to the hate because you're going to miss out on something.
Yeah, man. But I'm about to get up. I gotta cook.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my outro out. Hey, man, this is big money, man. I want to thank JayTech again, man, for letting me be a part of this PlayStation Legion. I want to thank King Thrash. I want to thank Ian. I want to thank my first lady here, round table, man, come joining us, man. As y'all know, that's my family. I love them to death, and it is what it is. Make sure y'all come check us out every Tuesday and Friday, and y'all make sure y'all come every Sunday and check us out on the PlayStation Legion, man. This big money, man. I'm out. I'll check y'all later, bro.
See you, big money.
All right, fam.
All right, money.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie.
All right.